We're just two regular ass bitches from the coast. What is up, and welcome to Gym Girls Anonymous. We are your two unhinged gym besties who are here to talk shit, get fit, and figure it out as we go. I'm Ronnie.
And I'm Lainey. We're here to share honest, unscammy fitness advice and get a little bit real. Today we're going to do some catching up and talk about some signs that might indicate you're just doing too fucking much. But first, let's talk some shit.
I can't help but laugh because I was thinking about it the other day about what the hate has been this week, about what it is individually, and there isn't one individual instance that stands out the most. It's just a generalized men. Everything that men are doing this week is just utterly pissing me off. Breathing too loudly. Buddy on the stair stepper. Like, it's a me problem because I'm annoyed with repetitive sounds, but like, it's a man doing it. So, being so overly obnoxious, improperly using the machines. This was I kind of stole from you.
Oh my god, this guy was like on the torso rotation and he was clearly not using enough weight because he was doing this, which was shunk, 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 as hard as he could back and forth. I literally started talking shit as loudly as I could because I was hoping it would stop him.
And then he'd come over and spend 2.3 seconds on the treadmill and then would go and do regardless what the fuck is happening. No, wrong.
And in between each task, like looking at us, thinking like, oh yeah, they're noticing me. And I'm like, I'm noticing you because I'm fantasizing about murdering you.
Oh, I definitely just got scared I didn't turn my microphone on because
I
forgot. Thank you. I appreciate that because I would have been sitting here having no audio. See, we do share half a brain cell and my half is not working. Back to the men. Grunting so loud the entire gym can hear. I've said this a lot, and I probably will say it often because it is clearly a giant pet peeve of mine. There will be times I can understand exerting yourself and a noise comes out. It's just human nature. But for the fucking love of everything in this goddamn forsaken world, shut up. Shut up.
Men are to be seen and not heard.
Making comments about physical appearances unprovoked. There is a time and a place to where it is acceptable, but not when, in this instance that I am speaking of, because it happened this week, showed up to a client's house on a day off in just my regular off, which is leggings for one. Oh, you look so skinny. You look so different. Ew. Don't, please. No, that's not wrong. No. No.
There's only one right way to randomly make comments to a woman, and it was a woman. Anyways, Andrew stopping us in the gym and saying, your form is so good.
But, okay, that's not on your physical appearance.
Yeah, well, it was about physical something, but like...
Yeah. There's a respectful way to approach it, and I think that there's just... These older white men they found this audacity that thinks that I don't want to hear that. The word skinny is so triggering for a lot of reasons, and I just, no thanks. I couldn't.
I think the only time I've had a man comment on my physical appearance in a way that wasn't weird was the guy who stopped us in the restaurant in New Orleans was like, ladies, I'm so sorry to bother you. Like, just real quick, I just have to say, like, you're both really beautiful. I hope you have a good night. And just, like, peaced out.
He was plastered drunk, too. So, like, the fact that...
He can be drunk and respectful.
And he literally was, like, so soft-spoken and, like, approached us in, like, a non-threat... It was just, like, the whole situation
came up
was
bowing.
And, yeah.
And then immediately left. Like, so good.
Yes. Did not impose himself in a weird situation, because that's the next bullet point. That was a perfect segue. That impose themselves in situations that they don't belong in, i.e. seeing themselves as a fatherly figure when they're really not. I think I'm not looking for your approval in any way of the matter, of the word, of the form. I don't. I'm on one today. And last but not least, the fact that they have fucking cute little butts without even trying.
Caked up on a Tuesday for what?
They don't even fucking squat right. Buddy calls them a dip. Like,
I'm doing dips.
So
he did get it a week later, but he was like, I keep trying to do dips, and we're like, yeah. Squats?
Which this is the handful of men that are okay when like, he was so cute and he came up to us. This is another one of the gym bros, and was like, hey, so I think you guys would know, and started asking us a bunch of questions on how to like squat and work on this and work on that. And I personally was like, I feel so honored.
Yeah.
Like,
and this was several days after someone else was like, hey, would you guys know how to do this? And it was like,
can you show me the form? And it's like, the fact that people think that we know what we're doing in there, that's a huge compliment. And so clearly we are doing something right in the real world. So online we're getting it squared away.
we're fucking getting it. You know, I kind of think that my hate is also probably because of men. Let's ban bright ass fucking headlights, because your halogenic, whatever the fuck they're called, it's lighting up the goddamn heavens, and I'm driving by hopes and prayers at night, hoping that nothing jumps in front of me because I'm gonna die.
No, literally the other day I was driving to the gym and it's still dark out. And some of these newer vehicles have those lower lights on the bumpers that are usually custom added after the fact, aftermarket, whatever the fuck. And one of them was out on the passenger side. And I was like, oh, buddy's in the big old truck has a light out. No, it was literally another fucking car in front of them. Their headlights were above the car, so bright, I couldn't tell there was a car in front of them. And the poor lights of the small car, unfortunately, was out. The headlight was. But I was like, I genuinely thought that was one vehicle. He was driving so fucking close, because we know it was a man in that truck. Lifted truck.
Of their ass.
Those people probably couldn't see anything because of their lights.
When people drive behind me, I'm like trying to hunch down so that none of my lights are reflecting back into my astigma fucking having ass eyes. Every time I drive at night, like if Reno for some reason isn't driving and I'm driving, he's like, do we need to get you glasses? And I'm like, it's not that I can't see, it's just that I can't fucking see. Like, it's the lights, it's not my vision, it's fucking
No, I genuinely have started just straight up putting my hand out, because there's nothing else you can do. You can't even use the driver's ed tip of looking at the white line or looking at the edge of the road to try to avoid it. It's literally just like, blinded by the light.
I'm like, this is it. This is the night. I'm gonna go into these headlights and into the light. Fucking Christ. Well, anyways.
We are hot and ready and rolling. So today we're just gonna kind of go back and forth a little bit with some of our day-to-day things that we're doing. We're going to talk about our training schedule, our work schedule, life, social, rest. What else we got here?
Energy.
It makes me think of that one.
More footwork.
Yeah. What we want to see in the future, and just kind of go through that. So maybe it'll be quick, maybe it won't, but we do want to still talk about signs of burnout and whatnot. So
and then we might retouch a little bit on like rest and self-nourishment, which we've already hit on, and we're going to hit on it a lot because it's important.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those things where we have to reiterate it a few times just to make sure that we really settle at home. And who knows, maybe some people only watch that episode but don't watch the first one, because it
wasn't as good. It happens.
Yeah, some of these first episodes we know are not as great. To a degree, we've got some good information, some good things that we say, but like the camera, it's a whole thing, whatever.
We're figuring it out as we go, which is the tagline.
Literally what our tagline is. So if you can't handle it,
it can be hard to balance training, work, social life, and rest. So we're going to talk about some of that, starting with training.
So right now we are currently doing our entire training program together. Today was the official last day of the program. Next week we have off week deload.
We're hitting 2 for full bodies, some extra cardio, a PR day, and then we have our half marathon, and post half marathon will be the beginning of our new training program, which we have not created yet. So
yeah, but right now it looks like 4 days we lift Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We've got an upper, lower, and 2 full bodies. And
we're typically in the gym for like an hour and a half. We do incorporate rest times. Scientifically, it shows that resting between 1 and 3 minutes between sets helps with hypertrophy and being able to push into progressive overload and put into each lift, like each set, the same amount of energy as your initial one, which just helps with the muscle growth. So a lot of our time is resting, actually.
Which is really nice that we do it together, because right now on my rest times, she's working, and when she's resting, I'm working, and I usually talk a lot and rest through both of ours because
it happens for both of us.
Yeah, but I'll hear her little like charm go off that her rest time is up, and I'm still not doing anything yet, and I'm like, whoops. But then we'll finish it up with a good walk on the treadmill until about 8:30, when life starts to happen and we got shit to do.
Yeah, so we're in the gym from about 6:15 to 8:30. Some of that's walking, but the lift part of it's typically like an hour 15 to an hour and a half. Right now we have 1 long run day, which I fully phoned in today because my readiness score was in the trash.
It was her turn to be in the dumps for that. But you seem to be recovered with, it was I'm very, very glad you got a nap.
I took a 15-minute nap, you guys, and then I checked a Celsius, and here I am.
Alive. But I the other days of the week will sometimes throw in a run when I get home from work, but it has been very far and few in between. Some days I'm like, you know what, I do want to go for a run, so I do. I usually am fighting the sun, but it really depends. I've skipped so many of my training workouts, and it's like, pick up where you left off, move your fuck you. I just can't be bothered.
Or a ring, time to stretch your legs, literally go eat a dick. I've done 20,000 steps today.
But Friday is our long run day with the plyometrics. It takes us about an hour beforehand, which I genuinely really like. I think incorporating that in just some sort of way for this new program is going to be really important, just for me personally, because I really like it. It has helped. Today, though, I did have, oh my gosh, I was doing the plate hops, and I jumped down, and my ankle felt real weird on the 5th one. I was like, whoa, I need to slow down. So I paused for a little bit, and felt okay, especially on the run, but I was like, that was scary.
I'm thinking new program wise, I want to go back to the track and being outside, so we might find like a Bosu ball and a step that we buy and can take to the track and do like our plyometrics, and then do some like paced stuff, some sprints, and just kind of relax on the distance wise, and maybe focus on like speed and endurance type work. But again, we haven't actually made our new program, so that's just like what the noggin's working up.
Yeah, I just signed up for a race in June, and it's a 10K, so I literally ran that this morning. It is what it is to me. That's just a nice little another medal on the board there because it's fun.
Yeah, I've got hooks to fill.
Yeah, it's going to be over the bridge in Rainier to Longview, Washington, Oregon, shebang. But another one of my friends is going to do it with me. So I have something to look forward to, but because I literally know I can do the distance, no problem. I don't have to go out of my way to try to train hard for it. It's just really a consistency that I know that I can keep up, and especially with the weather getting nice, the sun changes this weekend, or the sun changes, the time changes this weekend, should help a lot with that, because I've just looked outside and been like, no, sorry, no, not doing it.
Yeah. Let's see, I was doing stairs on Saturday, but it just started to be like too much, too intense, so I recently have added hot yoga back in, which has been really nice because I was stiff as a board, and as I've said before, and I will say again, your muscles don't mean shit if you can't move.
And I'm sorry if you feel attacked, but it's the truth.
So it also feels kind of nice because yoga was my first form of exercise that I ever did. Like, it was my first love, so it kind of feels like touching back into my roots, which is super nice. So incorporating that back in just for like my mental health and mobility.
And it works out perfectly too, because then that gives you something to do that's especially because it's far away from me. Like, it's just way out of my way to go up here. Yeah, it's like 20
minutes for me, but like 40 minutes for her.
And so, like, it's just not my thing. But I love that. And that's the thing too. If you do have a workout partner, like, please do different things. It's like, you can do the same thing. We literally just have done quite literally the exact same thing for the last 12 weeks. But also, we're going to do our own. Like, that's great.
Which does make me want to bring up this point. I saw a video of someone on Instagram talking about how you have 3 things, which is your strength training, your cardio, and then something you love. And in your training program, you should have all 3 of those things. Obviously, strength training is your heartbeat. You should be doing this 3+ times a week. It is your basis. You need the muscle mass. You have to be doing some cardio because you need a healthy, strong cardiovascular system. And whatever that means or looks like for you is fine. And maybe your love is cardio. I know Ronnie likes running more than me. So maybe the thing that she loves and wants to add in is also still more cardio. Maybe it's Pilates. Maybe it's boxing. Maybe it's yoga. But having all 3 of those things, a little bit of cardio, strength training is your heart, and then something you supplement with that you just enjoy doing.
I'm gonna use this space just because I heard something click.
Yeah, like it was taking a picture. I heard that too.
Oh no. I don't know. That was definitely this that clicked. So that sucks.
Was it recording?
I don't know. No.
Shit.
This was at least though, but it's not gonna look as good. I don't know what happened. I literally clicked play. Okay. So, the beginning of this. That's so funny.
So 37. Is there anything else you wanted to add to training?
Not really. I think that's good.
Okay.
Okay, well, it's very obvious that we don't know what we're doing with technical difficulties. We heard the camera click, but that was it literally just going to sleep. That means I never clicked the button. So that is fully a me problem. We clearly need a producer. Yeah, that's what happened there. I'm just a fucking idiot. Which, that's great. So it is what it is.
Eventually we'll get a camera that doesn't like autofocus and go all shaky, wobbly-eyed.
Well, I'm hoping with this lens that I've replaced that has a literal switch that goes to manual will make it so it doesn't zoom in and out, because that's fucking obnoxious. But it only gives me 20 minutes to record with. So if somebody wants to sponsor us and give the fact that we can buy a legit camcorder, that would be fabulous. We would talk about you in any way that you'd like.
Talk about you all day, every day. We promise not to talk shit about you.
You can't even fucking say it with a straight face. Shut up.
It's the caffeine. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Oh, God. All right, so we're going to get into our work schedules. Do you want to start, or do you want me to go? I started last time.
I mean, we kind of did the same thing. So currently for my work schedule, I am a massage therapist. I don't know if that's... I think it's...
We did talk about it, because we talked about your
my degrees over there.
Yeah.
Degrees, a generous term. Anyways, I do about 17-ish massage sessions a week.
It's a literal tongue twister.
It's a... I love what I do. It's a lot of fun. I love getting to work with the human body and cater to the individual, which was something that I felt like I was lacking in when I was a yoga teacher, because you're trying to cater to a room full of people who are all at different levels in different places. And now I get to focus on the one. It is a little stressful on my body, but it is what it is. And then I have one day of the week that is dedicated to the podcast now.
Which honestly is almost not enough. Now that we're posting and editing and doing it, it's very obvious why multiple people who try this just kind of fall off because it's a lot. And I mean, if you don't have somebody with you, by yourself, it's props to people who are out there starting their own shit, because it's not fucking easy, but it's not supposed to be easy. That's the point.
Yeah, I feel like it'll get better as it goes, and we'll have more stuff in the back pocket, so it'll be less like trying to figure it out, more just like getting a system that runs smoothly.
Well, and we have the option of taking like seasons and making 15 episodes, and then we take a month off and batch a bunch more episodes and then do whatever. Summer's gonna come up. Who knows what's gonna whatever. We're getting there. But I'm really enjoying, because I've also taken a full day off on Fridays to a degree. Sometimes I'll go after, because I'm a gardener, so I can fully make my own hours. I work by myself, for myself. So maybe 2-3 hours I can go to a client's house, get some hours done. That's great. I don't always do that. Today is piss and shit and outside, so I ain't doing nothing after this. But this is work, a lot of work. We're just not getting paid for it right now. But that's why... Yet, you know. I do really like it, though. It's definitely... teaching me a lot about myself, a lot about fitness, because I am doing research for these things. These next couple episodes are going to be a lot of Lainey's research, because I was out of town and she did some fucking badass work. Gotta give props where props are due.
We batched some shit. That's
but as for other work, gardening wise, I shuffle about 10 clients around. They're literally all different. Weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, on call. It is what it is. I really enjoy what I do. Again, it is also hard on my body as well. I am typically on my hands and knees a lot, because there's no other way really that's easier to weed than by getting on the ground. So my knees do take a... shut up. It is what it is.
I can't be serious today.
Yeah. I do, but over the years, I've really weeded out my client list and only work for the people that I truly care about. And I wouldn't want it any other way, you know? Maybe one day I'd like to be able to focus on my own garden and not be such a nuisance. So, like, if I'm taking care of everybody else's garden, I don't want to take care of mine. So if I don't have to take care of everybody else's garden, you know where I'm going with that? Great. But the thing about my clients is most of them are 70. You know, I don't think anyone is younger than 60. And that's being pretty gracious. Most of them can't do what I do, and they all used to. So that's where the great connection comes from, is because they understand what I'm doing. They have a different appreciation for it, and it really shows, and they treat me very well. And so I love them all very dearly. One of them is in the hospital right now, and I have to be careful because they are old. I don't want them to die, but it's a very, very serious reality. And I'm I've worked for these people for 5 years, you know, it's a long time.
Yeah.
You get to know them more than just a client whatever relationship. I go in their houses, I've had lunch with them. It's, yeah. So yeah, but before I start bawling my eyes out, let's go ahead and talk about something else.
I did want to make a quick note before it got a little bit heavier. It made me think, not related to anything, but being a massage therapist, I see obviously such a diverse range of age of people, and I see the effects people's habits have on their body. The effect of what you do and how you take care of yourself determines your ability to have mobility, to have quality of life, to be able to do stuff. And I think Ronnie sees that as well, just in a less hands-on way, but people who used to be able to do stuff and can't anymore. And so I think that just highlights a little bit the reason we're pushing this so much. It's be healthy and be hot, but we really believe in the long-term aspect of this, of having good quality of life and being healthy when you're old.
Well, and like we were saying before, having that muscle mass when you're older is going to be really important. But that just, my client, I love her to death, but she always questions whether or not I'm strong enough to do something. And I have to remember that she comes from a different generation where women were not allowed to do what we do. And so the fact that we get to is something that's not only a privilege that we understand, but it's hey, don't forget that we can do this now, so we should be doing this because it is important for us as who we are to be strong and have that, so we can do whatever we need. If we need to, sure. I literally saw a TikTok today that was like woman or lady raccoon or girl raccoon or something. It was like, girls shouldn't have to lift heavy things because we're girls. It was like the funniest fucking video, but it was so stupid. But it's like,
well, it's literally like when my husband's around, I'm like, oh, baby, can you do this? Oh, baby, can you lift this? Like, but he's not here. I'm like I'll move a 400-pound item by myself. Like, fully capable. But we don't have to be. But we can.
So that's just, it's as funny as it sounds, like it is important. And that's why we're here, because a couple years ago we weren't doing this. And now we are. So if we can do it, you can do it. Because if you listen, we're just two regular ass bitches from the coast.
And the sooner you start, the more time you will have to get the muscle mass, get the mobility, and the longer it will last. The easier it is to do while you're fucking young.
One of the first vision boards that you and I did years ago, I look at it every day because it's in my little office at home, and it says the biggest regret that you'll have is not have started sooner. Of course, I butchered that fully, but the message is still there. The biggest regret that you'll have is just not have started sooner. So let's go. Your day one will always be your day one, no matter the day on the calendar. So fucking start today.
Which brings us to our social life. What are we doing socially?
Well, I'm a hermit crab, and I recluse, whatever fucking word you want to use there. I'm a big loser. I like to be home. I don't do much because when we go to the gym, we're putting so much energy into it. Like, that is what it is. So by the time I get home, I eat, shower, go to work. I'm doing a lot of hard work all day long. By the time I get home, I don't have the energy, the patience, the give a fuck with anything to put clothes back on and go back out. Because, quite frankly, I am working in the dirt. I'm getting dirty. Like, I'm gonna take a shower. I'm gonna put my comfy clothes on and eat dinner and go to bed. Like, I just can't be bothered to do anything else. I have a couple friends who are also recluses as well on the outside, but it's like, hey, we should get together. I haven't seen you so long. I love you so much.
It's the thought that counts.
Yeah, and that's where we go. It's like, there's one girl that I want to go get sushi with, but it's not worked out because the scheduling, I went out of town, whatever. So it's like, I'm thinking about you, girl, but it's not going to happen for a while. Sorry, love you. But I'm also, again, a big fat loser, so I won't deny.
I mean, I love being at home. I, outside of Ronnie and my husband, don't necessarily see a ton of people. I have my other group of friends that we play D&D with, that I play D&D with, and we don't have an actual campaign going right now, which is such a bummer. And also, if you don't know, I'm a huge fucking nerd.
Yeah, you got a nerd and a loser, so that's who you're dealing with over here.
We look cool, but we're not. Yeah, I mean, summer's coming up, so I really hope to be able to get out and do some more outdoorsy stuff. Quite frankly, I was not built for working. I would love to be like a stay-at-home dog mom and wifey poo. I'll clean and make dinner in exchange for my freedom. I like being out and about, but once 4 p.m. hits, like, I'm done being a people. I want to be home. So, like, love me a brunch, love me a lunch, but I don't really have time for that shit. So,
yeah, like I said, once I'm home, I'm home. I don't really like to leave again. It's just too much work. But one of the things on my bingo card this year, I think it's been on my bucket list or my bingo card or my to-do, whatever, since I found this years ago, honestly, to get out of town once a month. It's a very simple thing. I'm pretty sure I said it last time, but it's, even if we're just going for a hike in an hour away, like, I have a list of hikes that are 2, 3, 4, an hour, whatever away that I would love to go do. And so that's one of the things that I really want to focus on this month or this year is every month getting out, getting away from the routine for a day, whatever it may be. So once again it stops raining outside, we'll be doing a lot of that.
yes. That brings us to rest.
Which I before we started the Gymshark 66, I was definitely doing like Saturday, Sunday. I can't be bothered to do anything.
Which is great, by the way. Like,
yeah, I never had a problem with it. I felt a little guilty, but then like started the 66 and it was like, oh fuck, I have to do like at least 30 minutes of something. I know it takes me 10 minutes to walk the dog, so I was doing 20 minutes of yoga, or like I had a fucking kettlebell in the back room that I was doing some random exercises with that weren't obviously anything I could progressively overload with. It was just something to move my body, which is okay, but I definitely was like, this is annoying.
I genuinely think, because I also chose the train every day on the Gymshark 66 challenge, I don't think we went into it like, train every day. Do not do that. Okay, I think it was meant to be more like a get some type of movement every day, like light and fluffy, and our gym ass brains went,
yes. It was like 30 minutes or you're done. And which I did go back and I unclicked the day, because recently I took a trip to Eastern Oregon and did a bunch of hiking. So I hiked 24 and some change miles over Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 3 days. That's quite a bit. On the drive home on Monday, I didn't do fucking shit. We got home, some shit was going down. I fully forgot to do any kind of exercise, which was probably bad because we were sitting in the car the whole day, so I should have like done whatever, but besides the point. And then I looked at my tracking chart for my protein level. I didn't even hit my protein goal that day. So I went and I found that day and I marked those two off because I want to be realistic. But like, okay, but that was a really long tangent about rest, but I'm going to go back to having Saturdays and Sundays off. I think the gal that I'm going to do the next race with, I was like, oh my gosh, we should do a training run. And she was like, Sunday morning's worth best. And I was like, that's beautiful, because that actually works very well for me. If we want to do Friday, Sunday morning. Love that. So it is what it is. But I plan on taking both days because I can't be bothered.
Yes. I have started one of my hot yoga classes is on Saturday morning. So I have Monday through Thursday lifting, running on Friday, hot yoga Saturday, which is like a vinyasa class. So it's not to be a total pussy, like it's not hard, but it is actual exercise for an hour. Drenched in sweat because the room is 90 fucking thousand degrees. So Sunday is my full rest day. I still try to hit my steps. I've been nailing 10,000 steps a day, and I'm gonna, because I've done that for 2 months, I'm like, okay, we're gonna go 11,000, which is mostly just a challenge on work days because I can't wear my ring at work.
Which is honestly super impressive that you can still hit that amount of steps without wearing your ring, because that's a full day of work that you can't track.
Yeah, so I'm missing that 8 hours, but like and then at night, Reno thinks it's hilarious. I do laps around like my island and my living room because it's like open concept with a half wall. And so if he's watching TV, I'm just like, he just watches me go around and around. But
you never really know what somebody's doing in their house.
Literally. Yeah, I think that's...
I was looking at my steps because I had seen... Again, this is one of the things, whatever. Nobody gives a fuck. I was looking at
There's no fourth wall here.
Yeah, my Oura ring to see my steps because I had seen your goal and I was like, oh, I wonder what mine are, because I just don't check in with that kind of stuff because I am able to wear my ring, so I know that I'm usually hitting that amount. But I looked and was recognizing the pattern. That was really hard to say on steps. Saturdays, I don't think I have hit 10,000 steps since I got the ring. Besides the fucking hiking and whatnot, I am consistently at 7,000, 8,000, right there under, because I had a hard week. Saturday is a day that I'm usually feeling really guilty Saturday because I'm like, I should do the tours, I should do this, I should do blah, 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 blah. No, okay, whatever.
Yeah. I definitely have to actually try to hit my step goal on Saturday, Sunday. Like sometimes Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday when I work is a little hard, but we usually have that 30 to 40 minutes of walking beforehand. I can usually squeeze in another 1,000 while I'm like eating breakfast and getting ready, and then it's usually like 2,000 after work, which I can fucking manage. But yeah, on the weekends, it's like, okay, babe, I gotta fucking
Kick it into gear, buddy.
I'm doing laps while I'm reading, and
which, even though I know I just said I want to take both of those days completely off, I still want to focus on trying to get my dogs a longer walk every once in a while. Like, we have, 10-minute that we can do, but I know it's better for them to walk longer, and the walk is not that big of a deal. There's just not that many options around here, and I'm a lazy bitch, and I don't want to drive 15 minutes to go whatever.
Okay.
There's clearly having some big technical issues over there. SD card said not readable.
Pretty sure
So
Mercury's in the microwave, so...
Yeah, it all makes sense. So I apologize that the quality of this video is not what it normally is, even though the quality isn't that great to begin with. So this is a downgrade, but fuck it, whatever. One last little quick snippet that I wanted to add. I don't know why I wanted to say this, but I need to toot my own horn. One day, the last day of November, I decided that I didn't want to scroll on my phone before bed anymore. I just knew that it wasn't a good habit to have. And I picked up my Kindle. It literally had sat on the fucking shelf for months since I had bought it, because I had just had to have one, but I bought it. Downloaded a bunch of books, didn't do anything with it, got the itch that day, and have been consecutively reading for, when did I work on this? Wednesday, 95, 6, 7, so like 97 days in a row I have read every single night, with like going out of town and leaving and whatnot. So I'm gotta say I'm pretty proud of myself for that, because it's so easy for me to just be like, meh, whatever, I could just go to sleep, I can scroll on my phone. But I think that's going to be the only thing really that I keep from the Gymshark 66 is not using my phone after 7:30. It's really nice. I feel bad when I get a text at like 7:57 and I don't respond until 7 a.m. Like,
don't feel bad. If you text me past 4 p.m., you have like a 50-50 chance that I'm going to answer you. My sister, sometimes, I'll be like, oh shit, I got to message my sister. And it'll be like, her last one came in at 3 o'clock the day before. But if I'm done with my phone for the day, I'm done with my phone for the day. Which I did want to make a little point about nighttime routine. I did recently change mine. So it's like 7:30. I have smart lights, so at 7:30 one of them turns like red and orange, and I know that it's 7:30. Dogs go bedtime potty, we turn everything off, go into the room, I do some stretching, I do some breath work, and then I read until bedtime. And I was very fortunate that Reno decided he was into that and has been doing it with me. But I wanted to make a point about sometimes when you share space with somebody, it can be hard to decide you're going to change your habits when they don't. And so there's a balance between
not giving a fuck.
Yeah, not giving a fuck, but also like spending time with them. I know I've struggled in the past with trying to do something and Reno doesn't, and it's like,
and there was a lot of pushback when I started getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning, because everybody gets up with me except my partner. He still sleeps in until 7:30 when he wakes up, and then gets out the door by 7:45. Like, I don't know. Which,
men.
Yeah, he genuinely, I love this man, but he drives me fucking nuts sometimes. I don't like routine. What the fuck do you mean by that? What do you mean you don't like routine? He's like, well, I don't really like doing the same thing every day. And I was like, okay, but like a morning and a night routine. He's like, yeah, but like during the day, I don't really. And I was like, that's why I said morning and a night routine. What the fuck are you talking about? I was like, what? Huh? So I was like I take my shower and then I get in bed and I read, and he just was like,
do you not?
No, I don't really like that. I'm like, oh.
Do you not brush your teeth and get into bed, or brush your teeth, wash your face, and go to work? Like, that's a routine. The fuck do you mean?
I mean, his routine is wake up, get in the shower, brush your teeth,
grab beers,
and go on. So yeah, so don't be afraid to like just do whatever you do, even if your partner doesn't. Like I almost 8:15. It's been kind of lax lately, but I'll just go into the bedroom and be like, I'm gonna go lay down and read. And if I fall asleep before he gets in there, I fall asleep before he gets in there. That ain't my problem.
And maybe like sticking to your own habit will influence theirs.
It's been 100 days, bitch. Nothing's changed.
Well, I'm just saying, in mine, like Reno, I started going to bed earlier because I was waking up at 5 consistently, and I was like, I'm not. I feel bad like going to bed so early and stuff. And eventually got to the point where he was like, I used to stay up all night and then I got with you. And I was like, feel free, stay up. This man's passing out before me every fucking night now. And I'm like, okay, that's not my fault. But your habits may be a positive influence on somebody else. And they might not, and that's okay too. But like,
I mean, he's definitely started to get into the bed earlier sometimes, or he'll look at the clock and instead of being like, it's only 8:30, it's like, it's
8:30.
bedtime. Like, when the whole daylight savings is probably gonna fuck everything up so hard. When I don't think I'm gonna be able to go to bed if it's light. I promise you, I will try, but it will not be easy.
That's so funny. I asked Reno's like, what are we going to do when it's bright at bedtime? And instead of telling me to stay up later or adjust my schedule, he goes, we should get blackout curtains.
That's such a Reno comment. I definitely don't think we're getting to any sign of burn. I mean, we're almost there, but
yeah, we might have to we might end up putting it into next week. Or
maybe we just record 2 episodes.
We could.
Just make it 2.
Split it down the middle. God damn it. Anyway.
What the hell are you on?
Bananas spread the legs or something. I don't know. How's your overall energy levels, Ronnie?
The TikTok that I shared to my story on my Instagram yesterday was so funny. It was like, what kind of net do I need to catch a fucking break? And like, don't get me wrong, that's pretty dramatic because things have been going pretty well lately. Like, my eating has been getting better, which has helped with energy levels, but also at the same time, every week that we've had in the gym has been the heaviest week so far. We're doing more weight, or more reps, or more weight, or more reps, and the distance, and we're getting close to our race. So it's like a lot of feelings about that and a lot of whatever that comes with it, but also at the same time, it's like I go to bed at a good time because I want to read now. I'm like, I gotta get this book, which by the way, I finished that second book. I can't fucking read another one. Somebody commented on my review on Fable though, which I thought was weird. I was like, oh my god, somebody comment. Whoops, I didn't think anybody was going to see this. But she was like, the third one kind of sucks. The fourth one has a better storyline. And I was like, do I care enough to try to skip the third one and read the fourth? No, I don't.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but that's where we are. Just, like, it's okay energy levels, I guess. Like I said, I felt dialed in. Like, at work, though, I just read what I had written down, so I'm supposed to get a break in the winter as a gardener because it's supposed to get really cold and wet and snow maybe. And that didn't happen, which again, I am very grateful for because I've been able to like keep up with a lot of hours and I'm not coaching softball. So there's not that extra paycheck that I'm getting every month. And we are taking a day off for Friday. So I don't make money on Friday, like it's a whole thing, but I'm feeling okay, I guess, so I just have to, like, take it day by day, and the last few days of this Gym Start 66, I've definitely not. I've rested, like, I took a nap both days last weekend. I think that was partially recovering from all the hiking, but also just, like, it's been going. There was bound to be a at some point, so kind of actually is maybe a great segue.
Yeah. I guess I started the Gymshark almost exactly a week before you did, so I'm done.
Yeah. Let me check.
I will say, as far as my energy levels go, I've been feeling pretty good. This is going to come up in a future episode, but I just want to like tap on it now so you guys know what's going on. Like last year, I was in calorie deficit for probably, I shit you not, most of that year. It would be like calorie deficit, binge, or whatever. Like I was trying to like nice for my sister's wedding, so I like lost some weight, and then I started struggling with like binge eating, and it was kind of just like this restrict, binge, loop cycle, blah 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 blah. There was never any point for more than like a week while I was on vacation where I was just eating or eating at a normal level. So I would say for about the last 8 weeks, I've been intentionally just trying to keep my weight the same, like figuring out what my maintenance was and eating at maintenance. And I'm pretty sure I was being like a massive cunt because I was like, whoa, I feel so good all of a sudden. Like, I don't feel like a total monster. Shocker. So maybe, eat some fucking food. But it also, we'll talk about this more later, but it brings up some like experimentation and stuff where I'm eating too much protein and too much wheat and I'm noticing inflammation. So I want to adjust the way that I'm eating. And like, it's your job to pay attention to your energy levels and how you're consuming, whether that's like content, food, whatever, and noticing how you're responding to it mentally and physically and changing it, because time is going to pass anyways and you should be taking care of yourself like that. Otherwise, energy wise, I think I'm doing pretty good. Energy up, cuntiness down. I've also had an exorbitant amount of caffeine today, so I'm just like,
yeah, I think that's also kind of something that I need to dial down a little bit, is the amount of caffeine that I have had, because on Saturday I didn't drink my morning tea and I had like a headache all day, and I assume that is fully because of caffeine. So, I'm gonna just try to slow it down, maybe not take as big of a scoop of pre-workout, like whatever the fuck, I don't know. We'll see how this next program goes. If it requires more, it requires more. Who gives a shit? We're all gonna die one day.
Yeah, so with the Gymshark 66, I've only been having 2 caffeinated drinks a day, and I stop at midday. So we're just really close. Like, you walked in as I was finishing. I'm riding the high of my final drink. But going forward, I do actually want to try to cut out pre-workout and carbonated drinks. I'm kind of starting this Monday because I have a bunch of shit, and I'm like, well, I'm not gonna like waste it. So don't get into that habit either of like, oh, I'll start Monday.
Sometimes it's okay if that's what's...
Hello?
What is going on?
Not sure where we lost that, but we're gonna kind of close off this episode. For you guys, you'll have a week-long gap between this and what we're gonna go into next. We're just gonna roll through, though, just to make sure there's no fourth wall.
Did we talk about what we wanted to see in the future?
That's what we're gonna do right now.
Oh, okay.
So go ahead.
Oh god. This is the chaos that comes with your unhinged gym besties, so buckle up.
Teflon titties.
Yeah. I've said it before. God, that's an annoying phrase for me. I've heard myself say it enough that I'm like, shut up. The women-only gym is something that I think is really, really important around here. As you can tell, I have just this urge to throttle any man that comes in my vicinity because they are pissing me off. But realistically, it would be nice to have like a safe space for women to just be able to wear whatever they want, feel confident, record, take pictures, not feel like they're being stared at by some old man who we literally named Sir Stares a lot because you always were fucking looking at us. Stop that shit. That wouldn't happen in a women-only gym, and if it did, it'd be like, damn girl, you're looking good. And we would be like, thank you so much, because we like women. We don't.
Women can make unsolicited comments about my muscles or my appearance anytime they want.
Well, even the times that we have had women compliment us, it's been like, hey, not to be weird, or like, hey, can I give you a compliment real quick? Like, we love that.
Girly pops know what the fuck is up.
But in a dream, that also could turn into a recording studio. We could have like a little upstairs office room where we have all of our stuff hanging and all of our like awards, and all of our like medals and shit. Like, that could be so cute.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was really thinking hard about this question because I'd be like, that would be adorable to have like a really fancy looking gym that we got some girly pops in there doing their best, really getting that fitness life out there, and then you and I could still have our shit. Like, we don't have to necessarily take up a room of your house. I know it is what it is, but I don't know. It might just be something because we could then just lift, record, go. Yeah, I don't know. I think about that a lot, honestly, and maybe even a little indoor track area so I can maybe run in a circle and not in one spot because the treadmill sucks butthole. And I said it earlier with my work stuff, but like eventually I would like to not have to be the main person that works on anybody else's garden. You know, I would hate to leave my clients hanging, but I want to grow 500 flowers this year. That is my goal for my own garden. That's a lot of work. I'm going to do some chaos gardening. I don't know if you've heard, but it's where you just throw the dice out there and seed the flowers.
Spray and pray.
Yeah, no, literally. So I'm going to just take a lot of the mental game out of it and yeah, literally hope for the best with that. I almost bought, Walmart has this big bag of bird seed, sunflower seed for $17. No, that's the same stuff that you buy in the little packets. It's just marketed differently. Buy that shit and I'm throwing it everywhere. $17 and I get a 5-pound bag of sunflower seeds? Yes. Yes, please.
Yes. In my ideal future, what I want to see, I want to be a full-time athlete, Gymshark, preferably. I will do dirty, dirty things for you, Gymshark. Anyways, and a podcaster. So, like I said, I would love to have a lot more time freedom. I'm not one of those people who's like, oh, I couldn't not work because I'd get so bored. Not me. Not me. I want to talk shit behind a microphone and be free and fuckless all the time. Yeah, I just...
No responsibilities around here.
I mean, I want to be responsible. I want time freedom. I feel like with, not to trauma dump, but the state of my childhood and having to jump into work so soon and, the stress of being an adult, I feel like I've done nothing but be responsible and whatever my entire life. I'm ready to just be a fairy.
I don't know, that triggered 47 thoughts in my head when you said your childhood and starting work young.
It's been a lot of pressure. My whole life has been fucking pressure, and I'm a diamond, and I'm ready to sparkle. Yeah,
I don't need this anymore, but I'm just gonna maybe also trauma dump a little bit because it's in my head, and I'm just gonna talk about it now. So when I first started working, I was 15 and a half-ish. No, that's a lie. I was 15. Because I was taking driver's ed and I was working at a coffee shop / ice cream stand, I guess, because it was June and my birthday's in May, so I literally had just turned 15. And I remember that was my freshman year of high school. I had just broken my knee because softball season is in May. So the owner that hired me was like, "Are you sure you can walk up the stairs to get the stuff?" Which I was like, "You bet your ass I can." I should not have been walking up those fucking stairs, but my ass was like, yep, I'll do anything for a job because I need money, because I want to drive a car, because I need to do my own thing, I need freedom.
Because older daughter caretaker syndrome.
Yeah. Well, and my parents couldn't
get in the weeds.
Yeah, my parents couldn't afford to have the driver's ed. It wasn't what it is. It's an extra fee that shouldn't have had to happen, but if I wanted my driver's license early, it's the thing with, because I grew up in Washington, so that was required if you wanted your thing, so driver's ed. But I remember many days leaving driver's ed, walking down the street to go to work, working for the evening shift, and then I even worked for the driver's ed people. I don't know where this story is triggering from, but because you said young, starting young, so 15, I was having multiple jobs from the beginning because I was literally grading the fucking tests for the driver's ed lady to get money off of my tuition, I suppose. That's the fee to cost, whatever. And then I started working in a hardware store with my mom. And I've been in the workforce ever since, and now I work for myself. So I would like to be able to, and I know that this is obviously still work because it's hard. It's not it's...
Yeah, but it's
more mental work than it is physical, and I would like to physically strengthen myself than to deteriorate my kneecaps. That sounds so stupid.
Just stupid reasons. I got married just before starting massage school. We had my ceremony. It's a fucked up story. I don't know. We're not even going to get into it. But I was like, oh my God, I love having acrylic nails. It makes me feel so feminine. Yep. It makes my finger, I've never liked the way that my hands looked. And then with the nails, I'm like, oh my God. And then I go to massage school and I obviously can't have nails at all. And so I would love to have my nails done, but I can't do that. as a massage therapist.
I also cannot have my nails done. I'm sure I could, but I wear gloves. Yeah, I have gardening gloves. Like I don't even like when my fingernails get longer than like my so yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I have to keep. I can't even have my nails painted. Like it's a sacrifice that I make to do something I enjoy. But
and the only time I get to wear my hair any other way than in a braid in a braid because I wear a braid every day is here. And so I would like to. I also don't wear makeup. Like I'm not gonna completely change who I am, but it is nice to have, like you said, that freedom. And
yeah, I didn't even think about the hair. I can't wear my hair down because it would fucking touch people. But
when my braid is too long,
my hair down all the time.
It like gets in the dirt. Like even in a braid, it's yeah. So, but if we've got ish time. One quick last story that was another thought trigger from the working thing. Most of you do not know, but we worked together at a bagel shop in one of the seaside. That's how we met, by the way, but I brought a bagel for my lunch today. And it just made me think of how infuriating people. One specific customer, like I'll never forget, she wanted us to scoop out the bagel. I think there was multiple people, but it was like this one lady particularly who I remember her asking, and I was like, what does this bitch mean? Scoop out your bagel? Like, so
there was less bread.
Which like,
now
I get it, and once it was explained, it obviously made sense. But I was like, again, this is a completely random story. It has nothing to do with anything. But yeah, I was thinking about that today. Like, what a weird thing to ask somebody to do for you. Can you scoop out my bagel? And then do a light smear? Don't come here if you want that. I'm not doing that for you. Fuck you.
You know what triggers me is the word schmear. just a smear of cream cheese. I'll stab you.
Again, when I heard that for the first time, I did not know what it meant. I was like, what are you talking about? That's very big in New York, and my favorite podcasters are New York. So
I've only ever heard older people use it. Like,
if
we were to order it, we'd be like, oh, just light cream cheese, please. But they're like, just a schmear. Just a light schmear. Can I have the
garlic and herb schmear?
Oh my god. Well, we will see you next week for you. We're going to roll through and finish this out. So just know that next week we're going to be talking about signs of burnout and how to do some rest and recovery. You can follow the show at Gym Girls Anonymous Podcast on TikTok and Instagram. You can find me at Lainey Shipman in all the places.
You can find me at Ronnie.Hansen, all the places. We're also on Spotify and YouTube. So the same video that you're watching in one or the other is on the other one. So we're going to get hopefully this shit dialed in and figured out better in the future. But, for now,
bubblegum booty baddies, thank you so much. We'll see you next week. Bye.